We, in some ways, are God's greenhouse. What are some of the things that we want to create here? The kind of environment that we want to create for us as a local church community. That's our goal. We want all of us to grow to Christ likeness. All of us must do our share, do our bit. We want to create an environment where every part is given the opportunity to do what they can do. How are we going to cause that kind of an environment to be there consistently, be held together consistently, so that people can grow and reach their full potential? First, we should not do things out of selfish ambition or pride. But each one of us should consider others better than ourselves. You're not only looking out for your own interests, but also you're looking out for the interests of others. If we walk with that mindset, with that attitude, we'll actually be creating opportunities for people to rise up, to flourish. Just imagine if all of us walked with this kind of an attitude. That I'm not holding on to my position. I'm not holding on to my role. Doesn't matter. You know, that doesn't matter what my role, position, or title is. But I humble myself and I walk. I humble myself to whatever point I want. Humble myself for the sake of others. We walk with this mindset that, whatever it takes, whatever I need to do to get things done, I'll do. Whatever it takes for the house of God, for the people of God, I'll do it. So when we walk with this kind of an attitude, where nothing is done out of selfish ambition, but we are doing everything to build others up, that we are not looking out for our own interests, but also for the interests of others. We're esteeming others better than ourselves, and we're walking with this mind, the attitude of Christ, of humility. You know what? We're going to have an environment where everyone can thrive, where everyone can be built up. So every time you die, every time you are willing to fall into the ground, and there's something that dies, you're setting yourself up for a multiplication. Something is going to multiply, it's going to increase, is going to come into your life. But kingdom building is really about building people. In order to build people, there's one very important truth. We must have people in our hearts. Paul gives us this great insight that only when you have people in your heart can you write into their hearts. So only when you allow God to put people in your heart does He give you access to write into their hearts. So when we want to bring about change in the hearts of people, it's going to be by the empowering of the Spirit of God. So we build the people by the Spirit. We must be a greenhouse where we have a culture of nurturing, discipling, and developing people. And as we do that, we must also learn to celebrate another's progress. So as you see somebody growing, they're stepping up, celebrate it. And as we do that, another aspect of the environment that we want to create is we want to create an environment where we are developing the supernatural. As we learn to flow in the gifts of the Spirit, ministry, healing, and deliverance, and all of that, we know we will make mistakes. But we've got to be supportive when people make mistakes. And the last thing I want to say is this, that as we create this greenhouse that is supportive, that is developing people, that is celebrating people's progress, that is developing people in the things of the Spirit, in the supernatural, eventually, this is going to be our greatest evangelism program. That means every believer, each one of us, wherever we go, as God uses us in the supernatural, we are going to impact lives in the city.